everyone, welcome to this week's video. This morning I've come down to MacMasters Beach and I'm going to shoot a sunrise. This is one location I haven't been to in quite some time, so I thought I'd pop down here this morning with the promise of some high cloud on the horizon, the change coming through today, and we normally get beautiful conditions when we get these big changes come up the coast. So a little bit of colour on the horizon. I'm just going to get myself set up and then I'll come back and have a chat to you once it gets a little bit lighter. I managed to snap off a couple of long exposures in the pre-dawn light while the pool is still nice and still, usually by this time of the morning, and I'm fully expecting that soon we'll have some ocean swimmers coming down to swim in the pool and it's going to disturb the water reflection. But yeah, some really nice colour on the horizon, so getting a couple of 30 and 40 second exposures of the entire pool. I'm using the diagonal lines of the pool. It makes like a nice big diamond in the foreground, a little bit of colour on that horizon, and then this nice headland out on the hill here. I'm just going to keep firing some shots and watching this light. I think the sky is going to light up this morning. We'll have to keep our fingers crossed and see how we go towards sunrise. A little bit of pre-morning glows just slowly starting to fade off at the moment. My only fear is we've got some quite dark cloud on the horizon that might snuff out this light as the sun comes up. So they're going to do one of two things. It's either going to snuff it out completely or it's really going to catch the light. I'm just going to sit back now and wait. I think sunrise is probably still about 15 to 20 minutes away. It's a nice early morning colour. I'm at about 16 mil at the moment, so I'm quite wide. I'm trying to take in the entire pool. Still, MacMasters is a place I haven't been to for a number of years. I've never had much success whenever I've come here, so hopefully this morning things will change a little bit.
The light diminished as we came towards sunrise. Thankfully, I'd been there long enough to capture this long exposure.
Good morning everyone, welcome back. It's actually day 2 days since I started this video, and that change, as predicted, did come through and brought some huge waves here yesterday morning. I came down, but it just wasn't appropriate to shoot here yesterday morning. I've actually came back here today and we've got some nice high cloud on the horizon, and I've been here well before sunrise and I've just been shooting some 30-second and 40-second exposures just in the pre-dawn light, using no filters whatsoever, just my camera. I'm sitting on about f8 at the moment. I'm getting around about 45-50 second exposures, and I'm getting some really nice high cloud that's just starting to drift in from out in the west at the moment and drifting across the scene. So my hope is as I go towards sunrise I'm going to get more and more colour. I've just come down now and I'm shooting some vertical compositions using the edge of the pool as a leading line out towards the headland. We've got some really beautiful high cloud colour on the horizon now. My shutter speed's dropped down to about 10 seconds, but I'm still using no filters and being able to shoot these long exposures. It just goes to show, as I've said in my other videos, that if you do want to experiment with some long exposures, make sure you get out nice and early or stay late after sunset. And in the darkness, it does allow you to do these long exposures, especially if you've got some really nice light on the horizon and a strong composition. That cloud that's coming in from the west is moving more and more through the composition and just improving it minute by minute. So I'm really excited about what this sunrise is going to turn out to be, and I'm definitely glad I persevered and made sure I came back here this morning after a couple of failed starts. It's nice to get back to MacMasters Beach and shoot a vlog here. One of the biggest problems you have here at MacMasters Beach is these rocks. Although they make for a magnificent foreground for your images, they're really difficult to try and step over, and you've got to be really careful. I've just been cautiously moving around the rocks, hanging onto my camera this morning. The last thing I want to do is drop the camera or have an accident here, but yeah, beautiful texture, some really nice sandstone. At low tide you get some really nice green mossy rocks down the front there. Just noticing now that high cloud on the horizon is starting to capture some of that beautiful pink light, and I think this light right across the headland here is going to light up this morning, so I'll keep my fingers crossed. That surfers are out on the horizon. The winter swimmers have already been and gone. They've had their swim and headed off for coffee, so I've got the actual pool itself all to myself. So I'm going to move around now, see if I can find some other compositions. I've finished my long exposures and I'm just shooting around about 1/4 second shutter speed at f7.1. I've got about ISO 100. And I'm just trying to get some of this water movement that's coming up beside the pool here with this nice leading line. We've got some water cascading over the edge of the pool, so I'd like to be able to capture some of that. With nice light on the horizon out there at the moment. Or overall, couldn't be happier. Just a really nice morning to come back to MacMasters and try and finish off this vlog. It's been some time since I posted a video on YouTube. I've been up to North Queensland. I did about 2,500 to 3,000 kilometres just travelling up that way. I got the camera out on a couple of occasions at a place called 1770. I didn't actually do a vlog at 1770, but I'll show you some footage and some of the images I got while I was away for the past couple of weeks. Today I'm coming to you from 1770 and I've been here for a couple of days now touring around the area, and this beautiful area north of Bundaberg, about 120 k's north of Bundaberg. It's just such a pristine and beautiful environment. I thought this afternoon I'd come down and shoot a sunset shoot. I've just got myself down low for this composition. I'm trying to balance out the composition by using these rocks on the right and the left here to just try and balance out the frame, and then hopefully we'll have the sunset somewhere in the middle with sun that's just about to go down behind the horizon here. We've got some beautiful golden light across the water here at 1770. As you can see, the sun's up here now fully. I've had a great morning here at MacMasters, shooting long exposures in the pre-dawn light and then a couple of shorter exposures as we got towards sunrise. Got a number of images here this morning. It was great to come back here. I always try and come back to locations like this if I can and try and reshoot them if I have the opportunity, and this morning it certainly paid off. After that big weather system came through at the weekend, we got some really nice colour this morning. It's my morning here at MacMasters Beach. The images are coming up shortly. Thanks for joining me this morning. As I always say, go down below, hit the thumbs up button for this video, and if you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe, tap the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. If you've got a comment or a question, leave them below. I'll always respond. Hopefully I'll be around shooting some more landscapes and seascapes soon. I'll see you then.